In many ways, the most difficult obstacle to overcome is the limitation we create for ourselves. Since limitation springs from a mindset we have subconsciously created, unless one is conscious of this, it can be difficult to break out of negative thought patterns. Without acknowledging the heart of the problem, it's much like fighting with an arm tied behind one's back. Though to acknowledge a problem exists, creates an opportunity to address it directly. Through a conscious awareness of one's thoughts, the ability to identify problems of this nature becomes less difficult. The key to overcoming regressive patterns of thought lies in the ability to identify whatever the obstacle to a positive mindset happens to be. Making a conscious effort to redirect the focus of one's thoughts undermines whatever negative thought patterns have taken root. As negative thoughts have no influence, should an individual decide to focus upon something positive in nature. By consciously shifting one's thoughts towards something positive, negative thoughts are essentially deprived of oxygen. Starved of the necessary attention required for growth, these thoughts eventually start to dwindle. Since the focus of the mind has essentially been redirected. By making a conscious effort to redirect the focus of thought, whatever the source of the affliction contributes towards a healthy mindset. The conscious decision to change one's outlook being a crucial first step. Learning to recognize factors that influence thought being an important part of the process. Once an individual is conscious of the impediment preventing them from attaining certain goals, other pursuits may become a distraction. Since the attainment of the goal often becomes the purpose of the pursuit. Without a comprehension of the degree to which thought influences action, progress in the form of decisive thought becomes less relevant. Should an individual remain oblivious to the connection between the two, progress towards decisive goals will hold little in the way of significance. The extent to which negative thought patterns influence one's outlook, shaping the mind's subconscious workings. The acceptance of certain beliefs as concrete reality, collapsing all other avenues of possibility. By default, creating a reality defined by limitation. The infinite field of possibility collapsing as a single course of action is decided upon. By openly embracing limitation in the form of subconscious negativity, the freedom to create a reality not defined by limitation becomes an impossibility. Since the ability to consciously shape thought is restricted by a subconscious impediment. The underlying form of negativity essentially restricting one's attempt to mentally break free. A natural reaction to what the mind perceives as a potential threat. To what degree the subconscious is influenced by limited beliefs, reflected in the form of one's actions. Should an individual decide to embrace change, by recognizing the flaws in certain lines of thought, the resulting actions will reflect the nature of this change. In turn, the underlying nature of reality has been altered. Since the influence upon the mind has contributed to a change in the way one perceives the world. The extent to which thought contributes to a wider sphere of influence, reflected in the actions of daily routine. Without a recognition of the flaws in one's thought, progress in the form of clear and concise action will continue to remain elusive. Unless an individual consciously pursues a path towards internal growth, stagnation in the form of negative thought forms will continue to cloud judgment.